This happened to me 2 months ago. I was 27 years old. It was a cold November night and my sister had just passed away in her sleep from an unknown cause. They found her when they went to check up on her, because she hadn't shown up for work in 3 days. It was such a shock. She was only 27 and she had so much life in her. It's been a couple of days since the funeral, and I was going through some of her things that she left behind. I stayed in my room, sorting through her stuff. There were clothes, shoes, accessories, pictures. Then I saw it. Her phone. I picked it up. It was a little damaged from the fall, but it still worked. I unlocked it and there was a notification saying I have one new voicemail. I could hear the voice. I knew that voice, but how? She's dead. I immediately called back the number. It was an unknown number, so I didn't pick up. They left no message. So I'd blocked the number and continued going through her things. Hours later, I decided to go downstairs for some air. My parents were sitting on the couch crying. I could hear them. I just wanted to tell them about the call I received from her phone. So I walked over and sat down next to them and told them everything. My mum was in shock and my dad said it was probably just a wrong number. And we all went silent for a while. We could hear each other's breathing. My dad started crying again. Then he stood up and went into the kitchen. Mom looked at me and said, "Why are you still holding onto that phone?" I turned it over to her and said, "You want to hold it?" She shook her head, took a deep breath, and looked away. "I don't want to see it," I nodded. I knew she was right. I just kept replaying the voice message in my head over and over again. I tried to get it out, but it wouldn't leave. I felt sick to my stomach. Then I heard a noise. It came from upstairs. "What was that?" I asked. Mum was shaking. "I don't know," she whispered. Then we heard it again. This time it was louder. It sounded like footsteps. "I'm gonna go check it out," I said. I slowly stood up and made my way toward the stairs. As I started going up, the footsteps followed. They were getting louder. I reached the top of the stairs and made my way to the closed door. I hesitated for a second, then knocked. Hello, no response. I knocked again. "Is anyone there?" Still nothing. I opened the door. It was empty. Nothing was out of place. I closed the door and went back downstairs. "Did you find anything?" my mom asked. I shook my head and we heard it again. Footsteps. This time they were very loud, and they were coming from outside the house. "Look," I said to my mom, "I think we need to get out of here for a while. Maybe stay at a hotel or something." She nodded, and we both walked out the front door. When we got back home later that evening, the phone was gone. I searched everywhere for it, but it was nowhere to be found. I thought maybe I'd misplaced it at the hotel, so I called to see if they found it, but they didn't. When I got home, I saw a message on the TV screen. It said, "Tyler, why did you hang up on me?" I ran to the phone, and it was ringing. It was the number that called me earlier from her phone. I knew what I had to do. I pressed the answer button. There was silence on the other line. Then I heard, "Hello, is anyone there?" It was her voice. "No, this isn't her," I said. Then I heard a woman's voice. "Oh, sorry, wrong number." I hung up and called back. There was no answer. I tried again, but it went straight to voicemail. The next morning, I woke up to my phone ringing. It was the same number. I answered. "Hello." There was silence. Then I heard a whisper. "Tyler, I need your help." My blood ran cold. "Who is this?" I asked. "I can't tell you over the phone. Meet me at the old oak tree by the lake and I'll explain. Please, hurry, it's important. Don't tell anyone." Then the line went dead. I immediately called my mom, but she didn't pick up. I tried again and it went straight to voicemail. I tried Dad, but the same thing happened. I knew I had to go alone. I put on a jacket and rushed out the front door. When I got to the lake, it was freezing cold. I could feel the wind blowing on my skin. I couldn't see anyone. Then I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around and saw a woman standing there. She was tall and thin. She wore a black coat and a scarf. Her face was pale and she had dark circles under her eyes. "Are you Tyler?" she asked. "Yes, I'm Tyler." "Do you know where she is?" "She's not here," the woman said. Who aren't you?" The woman took a step closer. "Who are you?" "I'm here to take her back," the woman said. "Take what back?" "Your sister. She never left." I felt a chill go down my spine. "What do you mean?" "She's dead. They buried her." The woman stepped even closer now. "That's not possible," she whispered. "She's never leaving me." I took a step back. "I don't know what you're talking about." The woman's face twisted into a snarl. "Tyler, you have to let her go," she hissed. "She doesn't want to be with you anymore." Then she lunged at me. I screamed and backed away. I tripped over something and fell to the ground. The woman loomed over me. "Let it go," she whispered. "Let her rest." I looked up at her, terrified. Then I saw it. In her hand, She held my sister's phone. I reached out for it. "Give that back," I said. "It's mine." The woman laughed. It was a cruel, harsh sound. "No, it's hers," she said. "And now it's time for her to come home." She disappeared in a flash of light. Then I heard a voice. It was my sister's. "Tyler, is that you?" I looked around. Where was she? Then I saw it. A figure standing at the edge of the lake. She was tall and thin. She wore a long black coat and a scarf. Her face was pale and she had dark circles under her eyes. "No," I whispered. "It can't be." The figure started walking toward me. "Tyler, I need your help," she said. Her voice was weak and raspy. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I'll help you." I stood up and walked toward her. Then the screen went black. The phone rang once more, and this time it was your number. If this gave you chills, drop a like and follow before your missed call becomes a message too.